So Kayla, it looks like it's getting colder and I'm concerned about driving home now that it's been raining all day. Do I need to be worried about the roads on the way home?
So yeah, definitely going to be slick out there on the roads. Temperatures are not at freezing point just yet, especially further south, and even in some of our higher elevations, it's a bit warmer than some of our lower elevations right now. But we could see a period of freezing rain as this precipitation tapers off. We saw a little bit of it this morning in some of our lowland locations before we transferred over into rain showers, those of which have started to get a little bit later over the past couple of hours. The front with this system, in fact, the entire system is kind of right over north central West Virginia right now. You can kind of make out this very thin line that represents where that cold front is within this precipitation. So it is making its way towards the east. And as it does so, the precipitation is going to start to taper off and high pressure will take control for a brief while before we see the next system coming in on Friday. That one looking to be a little bit more wintry. So as the system departs, again, there is a chance that we do see a brief period of some freezing drizzle or some light snow, especially in parts of Preston and Tucker counties, but it's not going to last for very long before we see it drying out. Just be sure you are mindful in some of those areas further up towards the north and maybe even in some of the higher elevations of Randolph County, that you are being mindful that it could be a little bit icy heading towards later tonight. Our temperatures right now are a little bit varying over north central West Virginia. We've had more northwesterly flow in some of our northwestern zones, more of a southerly flow in some of our southeastern zones. So we're seeing temperatures in the low 50s further down towards the south. Webster Springs at 51, Elkins at 53. Meanwhile, up towards the north, Fairmont and Morgantown are at temperatures of 39 degrees, which is colder than what we're seeing in Davis, which we typically don't see. We typically, of course, expect to see colder temperatures in the higher elevations than in the lowlands. We will start to see that regulating overnight tonight, low temperatures falling to about the low 30s and upper 20s in the lowlands and the mid 20s in the higher elevations. Tomorrow, our high temperatures will be struggling to reach 40 degrees, not just up towards the north, but in the south as well. Our higher elevations will probably be in about the mid 30s, and these types of temperatures will continue into Friday. Then we'll see a bigger drop in temperatures with that next precipitation system coming in on Friday, pushing all of us to below freezing temperatures for Saturday, and that's going to continue into Sunday as well. We may be able to reach 30 degrees in some of our lowland locations this weekend, but in general, a lot of the weekend is going to be spent in the 20s and teens, especially if you're talking about the early morning hours. So looking at the futurecast, we will be seeing cloudy skies for the rest of tonight. Once the precipitation is done tomorrow afternoon, we will see a little bit of cloud breakage, a little bit of sunshine before those clouds thicken right back up, heading towards that next precipitation system that will begin late Friday morning as rain for a lot of our lowlands, but will transition over into snow showers as we head through the afternoon. At no point do we expect this precipitation, this snow activity to be very heavy, but it is going to kind of linger a bit into the evening and linger overnight in the higher elevations as it tapers off in the lowlands. Could potentially see a little bit more Saturday morning before we see it kind of tapering off entirely in the afternoon. We don't expect to see a whole lot of accumulation with this system, especially in areas that start off with rain. Generally trace amounts in the lowlands, maybe up to an inch. Higher elevations could see anywhere from about 2 to 6 inches, with the higher amounts being in some of our highest elevations in southern portions of Randolph County and in Webster County and some of those higher elevations there. So cold weekend ahead, not a whole lot of precipitation expected. We will warm up through next week and into Christmas Day, where we could potentially see some more precipitation.